good evening and welcome. You're watching NDTV 24/7. I'm Sonal Mehrotra Kapoor. The biggest story of the day, of the hour really, and perhaps something that will stay on our minds in political discourse for some time to come at least, is that of Pegasus. And in the latest expose that has come out, new list of people who could be potential targets under this most sophisticated spy called Pegasus are actually political leaders. Not just opposition, but even people in the BJP, some who have ties with the RSS as well. Let's take a look at that. Congress leader Rahul Gandhi, poll strategist Prashant Kishore, the new IT minister Ashwini Vaishnav are one of the biggest names revealed in the potential targets of this Israeli spyware Pegasus. This is the second set of explosive revelations, remember, done by a consortium of newspapers and magazines and some online portals as well, The Wire in India being one of them. In a new installment of a Pegasus report, The Wire has said that at least 2 mobile phone accounts used by Rahul Gandhi were amongst the 300 verified Indian numbers listed as potential targets by any official Indian client of the Israeli surveillance technology vendor. Now, this is owned, remember, by the NSO group. Gandhi's numbers, which he has since given up, appear to have been selected for targeting. And the timeline is important here, is from mid-2018 to mid-2019, when the national elections, remember, were held. In a blistering reaction now, the Congress has said that the government was listening to bedroom conversations. The targets include, like I said, not just opposition parties, but some senior members and now ministers in Team Modi, in the Council of Ministers, in the cabinet of Prime Minister Narendra Modi. These targets include the Union Minister Prahlad Patel and Ashwini Vaishnav. Ashwini Vaishnav, now this name will be talked about again and again, not just because he is the IT Minister of India, but because minutes before this list and the revelation of names came out, he was standing in the floor of the House defending this expose, saying no heat needs to be paid on this matter. And now, well, with his name featuring in that, is that going to change at all? Mr. Vaishnav, who joined Prime Minister Narendra Modi's cabinet recently, is now an IT minister. He also appears to have been targeted, and again the timeline here is 2017, when he was only an MP. The other biggest shocker of names coming out of this list is Ashok Lavasa, and this is a serious one. The former election commissioner, famously recorded as having dissenting opinions on the election body's ruling on complaints against Prime Minister Modi and Amit Shah during the 2019 national election campaign. Well, he now seems to be one of those targeted. He even stopped attending meetings, if you'll recall, saying that minority decisions were being suppressed in a manner contrary to the well-established convention observed by multi-member statutory bodies as well. His dissent was known, and now it appears so was his contact details, so was all his communication as well. The Congress obviously has now hit out at the center, but it's not just the Congress party, TMC, members there, Prashant Kishore have been known, and Mamata Banerjee's nephew, his name appears as well. Well, in all of this, how is the government responding? Well, on the floor of the House, they pretty much spoke on understood lines, saying that no heat needs to be paid on this matter. But once the names were out, and the names included 2 cabinet ministers, this was a response coming from the BJP's Ravi Shankar Prasad. Let's listen into his response first, then we'll play out to you what other leaders of the Congress party and others have also said. Let's first bring you the reaction of Ravi Shankar Prasad.
इस पूरी कहानी में एक एविडेंस नहीं आया है जो भारत सरकार को इसे लिंक करता है। और फिर मैं कह रहा हूं, ये सारी कहानी मॉनसून सत्र के 1 दिन पहले क्यों खोली गई? इसके पीछे का एजेंडा क्या है कि अगर 45 से अधिक देश पेगासस का उपयोग कर रहे हैं, जैसा कि एनओसी ने बताया है, तो सिर्फ भारत को ही टारगेट क्यों किया जा रहा है?
So is that really an admission? Ravi Shankar Prasad saying that if 40 countries are using it, why are questions being asked only of India? also questioning the timing of it all. Well, this was not clearly taken by the Congress party. Listening to what they had to say.
पुराने आईटी मिनिस्टर का 28 नवंबर 2019 का जवाब पढ़ लेते तो इतना झूठ संसद को ना बोलते। और वहां उन्होंने 3 बातें मानी। पहली बात कि 121 आदमियों के नाम उनके पास आए हैं हिंदुस्तान के, जिनके टेलीफोन को पिगैसस इजरायली जासूसी यंत्र से हैक किया गया। आप कह रहे हो हमारा पिगैसस के बारे में जानकारी नहीं। अब कौन सा मंत्री झूठ बोल रहा है? पुराने वाला झूठ बोल रहा है या नया वाला झूठ बोल रहा है? क्या हिंदुस्तान में मुख्य चुनाव आयुक्त, विपक्ष के नेता समेत श्री राहुल गांधी, खुद के कैबिनेट मंत्रियों, पत्रकार साथियों, एक्टिविस्ट और इन सब की जासूसी करवाना अगर देशद्रोह नहीं और राष्ट्रीय सुरक्षा से खिलवाड़ नहीं तो क्या है? अमित शाह जी चुप क्यों रहे? तो माननीय अमित शाह को 1 सेकंड भी क्या अपने पद पर बने रहने का अधिकार है? उन्हें बर्खास्त क्यों नहीं किया जाना चाहिए? क्योंकि ये सब तो उनकी देखरेख में हो रहा है।
So questions being asked directly to the Home Minister, even the Prime Minister at this point. And like I said, the biggest irony of it all, the current IT Minister defending the government on this on the floor of the House, and then minutes later, the revelation came that even he was apparently snooped upon. Listening to his reaction.
The report itself clarifies that presence of a number in the list does not amount to snooping. Honorable Speaker, sir, now let us examine what the NSO, the company which owns the technology, has said. I quote, NSO Group believes that claims that you have provided with are based on misleading interpretation of leaked data from basic information such as XLR lookup services which have no bearing on the list of the customers targets of Pegasus or any other NSO product. Such services are openly available to anyone, anywhere and anytime, and are commonly used by governmental agencies as well as by private companies worldwide. It is beyond dispute that the data has nothing to do with surveillance or with NSO, so there can be no factual basis to suggest that a use of the data somehow equates to surveillance. I highlight, sir, NSO has also said that the list of countries shown using Pegasus is incorrect. And many countries mentioned are not even our clients. It also said that most of its clients are Western countries. It is evident, Honorable Chairman, sir, Speaker, sir, that NSO has also clearly rubbished the claims in the report.
All right, let's throw it open to our panel now. We've got Devjani Bhattacharya with us. We've got Tausif Ahmed Khan, Supriya is with us, and Kaushik Ray as well. Devjani, let me come to you first. Who are we to believe on this? Are we to believe the present IT minister saying that, well, the list is wrong, NSO is saying a lot of countries mentioned are not to be taken, or are we to believe Ravi Shankar Prasad, who by all means held a press conference, came prepared for this matter and said, well, if 40 countries are using it, then why only India has been targeted, or questions are being asked of only India? That's not true anyways, but is that an admission?
I think it's both the ministers are true to their part, and there's no clash between the comments of Ravi Shankar Prasad and Ashwini Vaishnav. Ravi Shankar Prasad ji said that these things are being used by a lot of countries, and it's quite believable. Like, before we start an argument on such issues, we have to address the realities that such things are being done. And at the same time, when Ashwini Vaishnav said that this is false, it also means that, floating the issue at this moment and making an issue out of it right at this point of time is false. So
no,
both
Devjani,
the ministers...
Is this an issue, not an issue? Are you saying this is not an issue?
I think this is not much of an issue because, you know, presently in India, we have much more serious issues to discuss.
Devjani, okay, let's take a pause over here. Let's take a pause over here. Are you seriously saying that your conversations, if this were to happen to your phone, for example, like it has happened to, or supposedly happened to the current IT minister, if your phone calls, your WhatsApp calls, your data, your photographs, your complete access to your phone and your life was in somebody's hand, are you telling me this is not an issue?
I'm telling you, Sonal, because my data are already in the hands of the whole world. You know,
I can't imagine.
So will you now go around, Debjani? Will you now go around and put out? You should just. Then you should not have passwords. You should just put out all your data as is. I'm not following this argument at all.
Not like that.
I don't think anybody in the right mind.
Not like that. So
Okay.
let me complete.
Okay,
When
very quickly, then I have to
when
go for a
send
rebuttal.
mail-
Yeah.
Let me, yeah, surely. Let me just complete I'll take 10 seconds. You know, when I send a mail to my next room, say I send a mail to my friend sitting in the next room, the mail first goes to Google server and then it comes to, you know, it travels the whole world. Where is this?
It's
where are we?
What is she talking about?
Okay,
It's
Debjani, let's take a pause over here. Let's take
May I
a
come
pause.
in?
Let's take a
I mean,
pause.
Can I please come in?
I
This
think
is a
nobody
new-
in the right mind.
New
Okay, guys,
India.
everybody is
Can I please
speaking, so
come
it
in?
can't
We are
work
living
like this. Supriya, wait for your turn, please. Now, one second. I don't
It's a
think
lame
Debjani, anybody at this
logic.
point in the right mind will say that this is not problematic. So I don't know how you're even saying this. That's number one. Second, I think the government should be defending the rights of their people at this point rather than saying this is not a problem at all. I don't think what you're saying is even in line or in sync with what the government or the ministers have said as well. That's number three. But let me quickly go for a rebuttal from Supriya on this one.
You know, I'm actually very aghast that Debjani said what she did. It almost, I almost seem to gather from this, she hasn't understood the issue. You know what has happened? People who were on the target list, their cameras, their voice messages, their microphones, everything was tapped. Imagine as a woman, if your camera is tapped and where your phone is in your bedroom, it's in your living room, people can see what you're doing. It is very, very serious. And this is not a small issue. This is a very big issue, Debjani. Please understand that. It is not just about right to privacy, which should be held up by any court in the land and is guaranteed by the constitution. It undermines electoral democracy. It is not just Rahul Gandhi who's on the target list, his 5 personal friends and 2 colleagues. It is India's Supreme Court judge, a woman who had leveled sexual harassment charges against him. 11 of her phone numbers, her husband, his brothers, her coordinates, those. Forget about that. The election commissioner, the sitting election commissioner, a constitutional position, he was being tapped. Jagdeep Chokar was being tapped of the ADR and Ritika Chopra of Indian Express, who covers the election commission. Forget about that. Your own ministers, Prahlad Patel, Smriti Irani, Vasundhara Raje, RSS Praveen Togadia, what are you talking about? And with what faces?
And Supriya, tell us, why do you think these names also feature? Why do you think, if the conjecture is that the government also, like NSO says, they'd only take up governments as their clients, if that were true, and we were to talk about a possibility that this were actually offered or ordered by the government, no proof of that just yet, just saying if that were the case, why do you think the government would go after their own MPs who they would later on go to elevate?
Yeah, because Sonal, this is a surveillance state. They believe in keeping a tab on people. Why should the personal secretary of Smriti Irani, his son, his father be tapped? Why should a minor child, personal secretary of Vasundhara Raje be tapped? Why should the cook and driver of Prahlad Patel be tapped? Can you imagine what mindset this is? This is a surveillance state. They like to keep a tab. If they believe you can go against them, if they want to vet you, this is what they will do. But this is affecting electoral democracy. This is undermining the constitution, and this is a huge breach of privacy for women journalists and for women in this sphere who are being targeted. What does this mindset tell you? Imagine your phone's camera. People have access to it. The camera is lying here. I could be sitting in any position. I could be doing something in my bedroom. Imagine the kind of things that could get relayed. This shows a very sick mindset. And I will again say the NSO has very clearly stated it only sells to sovereign governments. Who authorized the purchase?
Vetted governments, they
Yes,
said.
vetted sovereign governments. Who authorized the purchase? What sort of money was spent on this? Who authorized that money expenditure? This is taxpayers' money. Who's authorizing all this? This is illegal at every level.
Right. Let me bring in Kaushik Ray at this point. Kaushik, when you're listening to this, the question obviously arises is that is there a possibility, and a lot of people are talking about it, that there could be other players who have done this?
Yeah, it's a great point. You know, we are an apolitical tech company. We work with IITs, Israelis to build cybersecurity software. And I would raise this. If you, as per your report, if it's a secular target, which means people on both spectrums have been targeted, the fundamental point we have to think is then possibly India is a target. India is a target.
I see.
That its strategic assets on both sides are being tapped for strategically looking into surveillance, under surveillance. Second, very important point, this software is highly sophisticated. It leaves no digital trace.
Yes.
If someone is claiming, we're seeing a lot of names coming out. What is the conclusive evidence that they have been tapped into? Have all these phones been submitted to a third party body which actually tracks
chunk
that?
of them have been, yeah.
So we are talking about forensics evidence. Even we don't have
these chunk
that
of
level
phones
of
actually went to an Amnesty lab where they did their entire cyber analysis and
so the fundamental point I'm raising is, if there is such an advanced forensics lab, they would have also done it remotely, right? Because the phones haven't been hacked over, the phones haven't been handed over. Have all these phones physically
that's the
been...
beauty of Pegasus. You don't need the phone
I'm saying
physically.
someone who published the report.
Yeah.
Someone who's published the report. How did they find it? Is it that then they
Well,
would have
that's
also
a
done it?
very curious case. That's a very
Absolutely.
curious question indeed. That
So,
that's a
how
very
would they
curious
have-
question indeed.
yeah,
But
how
let me
would-
bring in other panelists at this point. We've got Asif Bamla with us, and Tausif has been waiting as well. Asif, to you first. There are some links with people close to the RSS who've been on the potential list of targets. There are BJP leaders, women leaders. There are other people said to be close to the BJP who are targeted as well. One person said this is quite funny enough, a very secular list that has come out. What does it tell you about where this is going?
I certainly condemn these baseless allegations. It's a new law of political proprietary leveled by the opposition. Firstly, let me tell you that the report that's released by The Wire also in its heading says that it may, which means it's a conjuncture, not a fact that people had been snooped upon using
But that report,
Pegasus.
Mr. Asif, also says that they took 7 phones, they sent that for forensic analysis, and that did come out to be true. They were indeed hacked. They got traces of it.
Complete. The problem is you guys don't let us complete. You know, it's surprising that 45 countries are allegedly using Pegasus, but India is the one which has already denied using Pegasus, and it has been targeted. No, let me submit.
You're repeating what Ravi Shankar Prasad said, and then my question was, so does that make it okay? So are you saying you did do it?
Is the Congress person the anchor, or is the anchor doing its role? I'm not able to justify that, first of all.
So you can.
I didn't interject when
my
the Congress
question is,
person was
of
speaking.
course, but
So
I can
in full
interject,
respect-
and my follow-up question is this. When you are repeating exactly what Ravi Shankar Prasad said some moments ago, and said that if 40 countries are using this, what is the big problem if India does? Are you saying that you did do it, and do you not find it problematic? Simple yes or no answers here.
You see, why is the opposition so hackled, and what wrong are they
asked for a
doing?
yes or no, you've gone back to the opposition.
That is so, what is so indiscriminating? What I'm trying to say that this is just another toolkit. This is another toolkit to target India alone. And it's a global coordinated effort which is timed exactly during the monsoon.
I understand what you're saying now.
It does not exhibit any moral evidence per se. You see, just to raise, eyebrows and just to finger point and to have the monsoon
got it. Asif, I've got your point. And just to be clear,
done by the opposition,
Asif, I've got
which
your
I
point.
think that the people of the country understand. You can't work on optics.
I have got your point. I think what Asif is trying to say here is that this is not an attack on specific individuals.
Asif,
I'll have to mute you. I'll have to mute you, which I don't want to do. Seriously. Okay? Your point is that this is an attack on India. This is not an attack on individuals, it's an attack on India. That's the point you're making. Tausif, your response to that?
You see, every statement made by these political BJP political leaders and the BJP spokesperson on TV only underlines the fact that not only BJP is admitting on snooping, but they are also trying to justify it without giving any justification. I mean, you can break into anyone's phone. What is your justification? Are they terrorists? Where have you lost your mind? Have you lost your mind?
Okay,
what are you saying?
Let's keep
what
our
are we
cool over
saying?
here, please.
You're talking about this is attack on India. What attack on India?
Definitely where you can shout. Okay, I'm forced to go into a break right now. But thank you all for joining us. We're going to slip into a break. When we come back, our continued coverage on the latest on perhaps the biggest story at the moment, which is Pegasus. We continue with that.